Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all students? Today this is the first lecture of 10th class of chemistry, grade 10. The chapter name is Chemical Industries and the topic name is Metallurgy, Occurrence of Metals and Basic Metallurgical Operations. First of all, what is metallurgy? The science that deals with the procedures used in extracting metals from their ores, purifying, alloying metals, and creating useful objects from metals is called metallurgy. It means that we have to convert the metal from its ore to its purest form. Most of the metals, such as iron, copper, sodium, are found in combined state in nature, which are called as minerals. An aggregate of minerals and other impurities is known as ore. Means the ore contain impurities and minerals as well. We have to remove that impurities, we have to filter that impurities to form metal. Some of the basic terminologies for the extraction of metals are mineral. The majority of metals are usually found in combined state, having definite chemical composition. The naturally occurring metallic compounds are called as minerals. Ores. An aggregate of mineral and other impurities is known as ore. A naturally occurring solid material from which a metal or valuable mineral can be extracted profitably is called an ore. Gangue. The earthy materials such as sand, rock, clay, and other impurities attached with the ores are called as gangue. Have a look at the occurrence of metals. Metals occur in nature either in free state or in combined state. A metal is said to occur native or free when it is found in nature in the metallic state, for example, gold, silver, platinum, etc. Mostly these unreactive metals are not affected by air and water. For example, gold. It will not soluble in water or air. Whereas the reactive metals like sodium, calcium, potassium that can be found in your houses as well are chemically reactive, are affected by air, water, and other chemical reagents. Generally, they occur in combined state, that is, with non-metallic elements. They are not the pure metals. They are in combined state with non-metallic elements. For example, lead sulfide, where lead is a metal, but it is found in combined state with sulfide. Likewise, zinc sulfide. Zinc is a metal. Here it is found in combined state, that is zinc sulfide. Iron oxide. Iron is a metal, but oxide is not metal. This is the non-metal form. Basic metallurgical operations. The basic metallurgical operations involves physical and chemical process. For the extraction of metals, there is no single method. Metal exists in various forms in combined states such as oxides, sulfur, halides, carbonates, silicates, sulfates, and phosphates. Metals are extracted from their ores by a variety of methods. For example, reactive metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, and aluminum, etc. are extracted by electrochemical process. These are reactive and can easily soluble in water. While low reactive method that cannot be soluble in water, such as iron, copper, zinc, and lead, etc., are extracted by entirely chemical methods. The selection of the process for extraction is mainly dependent upon the following factors. Type of ore, which type of ore we are using, oxide, sulfide, carbonate, or halide. Reactivity of the metal contained in the ores and the nature of the gangue present in the ores. That which type of sand, rock, and clay is present as an impurity in the ore. The basic metallurgical processes are crushing and pulverization. In crushing and pulverization, the huge lumps of ores are broken into small pieces with the help of crushers or grinders. These pieces are then reduced to fine powder. First, they have the huge lumps, then be broken down into the small pieces with the help of crushers or grinders. Then these small pieces are further reduced to the fine powder with the help of ball mill or stamp mill. This process is called as pulverization, the conversion of huge lumps of ores that contain impurities, gangues, all of them. When we convert these huge lumps into small pieces or fine powder, the process is then known as pulverization. Depending upon the nature of ore, one or more of the following steps are taken to concentrate. These are mostly physical methods of concentration or also some chemical methods. The second is gravity separation or hydraulic washing. This is used for impurities lighter than the ores. This method is based on the difference in densities of the ores and gangue. In this process, the ore particles are poured over a hydraulic classifier, which is a vibrating inclined table with grooves, and a jet of water is allowed to flow over it. First, the ore particles are poured, and jet of water is allowed to flow over it. In this way, the ore will get pure. The denser ore settles in the grooves while the lighter gangue particles are washed away. By allowing the jet of water, the lighter gangue particles, for example soil, sand, etc., can easily wash away and remove impurities from the ore, while the denser particles that have the greater mass settles in the groove. The hydraulic washing method can be shown with the help of a diagram. This is a diagram for the gravity separation. The gangue particles, by allowing jet of water, are easily removed, while the denser particles are settled down at the grooves. The third process for the extraction of metals is froth flotation. This method is based on the wetting of the ore and gangue with pine oil and water. This method is especially used for the sulfide ores. We can extract sulfide ores with the help of froth flotation. In this method, a mixture of water, pine oil, and detergents are used, which are made to agitate with the ore. In this process, the gangue will get wetted, and we will extract sulfide ore at the end. In this process, the blast of a blast of compressed air is blown through a pipe of a rotating agitator to produce froth. The sulfide ore particles are wetted and coated by pine oil and rise up along with the froth at the top of the mixture in container from which it is collected. The gangue particles wetted by water sink to the bottom of the tank. The froth containing the sulfide ore is transferred to another container, washed and dried. The sulfide ore is separated from the gangue. Here you can notice in this diagram that first air is compressed in the pipe. At the same time, the sulfide ore, which is coated with the pine oil, is also entered into the tank. The gangue, which is present at the bottom of the tank, is wetted. The sulfide ore starts to move upward along with the froth. The froth containing the sulfide ore is now transferred to another tank. It gets washed and dried, and we get the pure sulfide ore. This is the process of froth flotation. Thank you.